Hey, there we go. Now it's working. Perfect. Apologize for that. I had a last minute assignment that I had to get done for my class, and I put it off way too long. Also, this controller my kid has gotten a hold of, and it is really sticky, so I'm going to be right back. To answer the question, Baby Coin is feeling a little better. Um, not too terrible. Uh, Judging by the sound of my voice, I am sick now instead. But I mean, he's still sick, but he's not coughing up lungs or anything. Like he's doing all right. He's doing probably better than we are. He's a little bit whiny, but that's about it. And welcome, Mister. Got a red faces there, I guess. Um, in Shark Lord, to answer your question, the only two that I think that I don't reliably have access to at the moment is Savannah and Polar. I got a pool of 3 that I'm going to burn through tonight in the hunting realm. Um, while I'm streaming tonight. I won't be streaming very long, and it's not going to be very reliable in the length department, given that I have a screaming headache right now. So I can't guarantee how long I'm going to stream, but I wanted to fulfill my promise to myself and duty to do my 2 streams per week. So I don't think that my wife and I caught RSV. I don't think we have the same thing my kid did, because it's not going after our lungs. We just have a cold, it feels like. But yeah, I am going to be trying to stream tomorrow, and that's when I would say if you have those postcards, we'll use them then if you're able to be present tomorrow. Um, like I said, I got 3 cards I'm actively trying to search through right now. I'm gonna pull up a modern one after this one, and then I'll be pulling up a archipelago, I think. But I have enough cards that I will likely make it through the entirety of the stream without help. But as far as the ones that I have found, I can show you guys the update. Yeah, I'm up to 12 that I found. Also, I got my regular line. There's the fancy. A little bit of tidbit. If I put in a postcard and say it was for a garden Vivillion, if I go and catch a Spupa, it will evolve into a garden Vivillion, even though the postcard is not active. Like, I waited until the postcard died on this one. I had caught a shiny Spupa while I was shiny hunting this one, and lo and behold, when I turned it into a regular, a fancy, hoping that, it would evolve into a fancy, it did not. It evolved into the garden. So that was an interesting tidbit. If I was to do my stream tomorrow, it would likely be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Hey, there's the shiny. Look at that. Boom. Hey, little snow-driven Vivillion. Yeah, I loaded this one up thinking it was going to be a tundra, and it was not a tundra. Like, I had my buddy in Alaska who works on a reindeer farm. Was like, hey, can you send me an Alaska gift on Pokemon Go so I can get the Polar Vivillion? And he's like, yeah, sure thing, dude. We were both shocked that it was driven snow. Apparently, he's so far east in Alaska that it thinks he's in Canada. No, 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 no! Oh, thank goodness. I did not want to catch you in a Pokeball. The Dex is coming along pretty good, Ingles. It's consisting primarily of Vivillion. This is my 13th shiny Vivillion. And we just got it. Yeah, I think I should have went for like Anchorage, Alaska as the point there. Palmer, Alaska, where this reindeer farm is a little bit close. Now, if I do this quick enough, we're gonna cut it close, but my iPad should roll over in just a few moments, so I should be able to get extra. Mystery gift. Connect. Connect. Send to switch. Send. 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 Now, if I do this fast enough, it is 11:58 my time, so theoretically, it should allow me to send again. Maybe not, because my iPad thinks it's in Japan right now, because I may have spoofed the location to get a Japan one earlier. Question is, did I ever catch that one? Yes, I did. There it is. I believe that is going to be Polar and Savannah. I don't think I have access to either of those two. Also, oops, I need that one. Vivillion forms. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have 13 of 20. That means I need to catch 7 more. Oh, right on, Shark Lord. That's great to hear. Pokemon Go is okay. Like, it's not the best thing ever, but it's pretty good. I mean, as far as being able to play Pokemon anytime you got your phone, it's nice. Oh, let's see. I did spawn in the right one. Perfect. I feel like this one has Pokeball or Sport Ball written all over it. But alas, I only have one Sport Ball. Yeah, I think Pokeball is going to be just fine for this one. Pending it captures it. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun capturing all these. Got 2 minutes left. I seem to notice most of my shinies, if not all of them that I've actually found, I've managed to find them up top, way up here. If I'm not mistaken, I just loaded up Modern. Did I not? I feel like this is Modern. Yeah, most of my shinies have been found right here. Hey, Shylin Hollow, welcome, welcome. That's High Plane? What? No way. Is it? What? I feel like I just got done doing High Plane. The only thing I can think of... Okay, this is Archipelago. Interesting. Okay. What did I send? I swear I sent Florida. But maybe... Maybe I didn't. No, because Puerto Rico's on my phone. Modern is red. Why do I have it shiny already is the better question. Yeah, because I just did High Plains. But why do I have it shiny in my box already, in my decks? Interesting. The in-game light confused. Yeah, I mean, apparently I didn't notice that it wasn't modern. I assumed that it was because I loaded up a Florida card, which is, I assume, approximately your location, but no, it gave me the Caribbean instead for Archipelago, which, I mean, cool, but, like, I don't understand. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense, I suppose. As far as sense goes. Oops. Brock, it's called a computer and PK Hex. They have made it. But this is a Ben Ven. And what this does is turns a Game Boy cart like this into a USB-C to hook to a computer so you can extract the save data. And guess how I'm going to be shiny hunting Jirachi. I'm going to be using this. So basically, I'm going to shiny hunt Jirachi, and I'm going to create a save state so that I know where my save is. And I'm just going to slowly start, you know, saving, you know. Opening the game, saving, closing it, sending a Jirachi, redoing the save file, opening a game, saving it, you know, just to create a little bit of frame advance each time. It hasn't shut down yet, but it will eventually. Oh my gosh, good luck with the 8F glitch. Like, that's crazy. That one just is not worth it to me. And the reason why it's not worth it to me is while it is a shiny Mew, and it's fun for the lols, it is still, at the end of the day, an illegal Pokemon, and Home will recognize it as such. I don't even know as they've said that they will be closing down Bank eventually. Like, they're putting that off as long as they possibly can. And you can bet it won't be until, like, Gen 10 releases. At the very least, it can't be until Furfrou is on the Switch, because their fans are going to go nuts if even one Pokemon is locked out of being on the Switch before they do that. So, yeah, I got 3 shiny hunts I desperately must do. That's Mew, Deoxys, and... well, sorry, 4. Mew, Deoxys, Jirachi, and Manaphy. I have to get those shiny hunts done before then. just for. Unfortunately, Jirachi's going to be a big pain in the butt, and I keep putting it off because it takes a lot of stuff to do. But I think I'm just going to slim it down, and I'm not going to show the bonus disc side. I'm just going to show the GameCube side. But we'll see. I might not even stream the Jirachi hunt just because of how big of a pain it's going to be. Like, I have streamed it before, but it'll be faster to not stream it. Yeah, Brock. The reason why is Home knows that the Game Freak trainer ID cannot have a shiny Mew. So it's going to be like, oh, Mew, shiny? This PID does not match this trainer ID. So yeah, Bank will allow it in, but if I'm not mistaken, Home will not allow it to be transferred from Bank. Austin John Plays did a whole freaking video on it, on that 8F glitch, and I'm pretty sure the conclusion was he couldn't move it into Home because the game in Home knows that Game Freak should never have a shiny PID. Like, Pokemon Home knows that the only way to get a shiny Mew is through Go and through Generation 3. Like, if it sees that it comes from Generation 1 and it's got Game Freak... Like, okay, so let's put it this way. The only legitimate Mew inside Red and Blue for Gen 1 is the Game Freak Mew. That's just plain and simple. That is the only legitimate Mew in Gen 1. Now, you can glitch your way to catching said Mew, and I believe that that's, you know, all well and good. You can transfer that one, but the process to get a shiny Mew involves switching the OT to Game Freak and then changing the Pokemon's PID through the 8F glitch and all that, and like, it just messes with things, and Home is aware that it shouldn't exist. Yeah, it pretty much is an infinite Jirachi generator, but we don't need the bonus disc anymore, as you can get one per save file on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and that is arguably a lot faster than... Well, maybe not a lot faster. It's a lot easier than the bonus disc Jirachi anyways. Yeah. And of those, Savannah and Polar are the only two I don't have a card for. Silent Hollow, I believe that one is a yes. But it does have potential to mess with some things depending on what is done. For example, if you say you manipulate Mew using that glitch and you aren't in the correct location and you didn't catch it at Faraway Island, yeah, Pokemon Home's going to know that it's hacked to some degree. I don't know if it's going to bar you from, you know, putting it in or not, but the Palm-Egg Berry glitch should take you to the location of said Mew. If I'm not mistaken, Palm-Egg Berry glitch and Mew teleports you to the Mew location, not changes the Pokemon into Mew. Oh yeah, I have several New York cards. It is so hot and stuffy here. Hey, Kingsguard, welcome. Yeah, doing pretty good. Graveyards are the worst. Been there, done that. Not a fan. I am glad I have banking hours. Yeah. In other news, the last few days, I think I uncovered a method to turn my hourly rate of pay, essentially increasing it by like $5 an hour. So that's pretty cool. I've had a goal for the last few days of getting a few things to happen at work that add money to my paycheck. So with my job, I work at a credit union. So part of our credit union is, you know, helping out members and doing all that fun stuff. We get incentives to, you know, save the credit union money and to help members sign up for that. And to, you know, to make the credit union money essentially, you know, like, oh, sign up for rewards checking, you get points to get dollars, and we get more people using debit cards, so there's a slice of a transaction that we get for each debit card swipe, you know, things like that. One of those is e-statements. So, I mean, you save a lot of money as a business if you don't have to send out statements or bills or anything. So if you can get people to switch to online for e-statements instead of getting paper statements in the mail, which is arguably like so weird to have statements sent through the mail, since the post office is crap right now. They lose so many items each week, each month. Either way, if I get somebody to sign up for e-statements, I get $3 added to my paycheck each time that happens, right? So if I'm working 8 hours, I need 3 of those e-statements to raise my hourly rate of pay by $1, right? Give or take. I found a report that I can pull that tells me who has recently enrolled in online banking. Oh yeah, that's another one. So we get like another $3 if we can sign somebody up for online banking. I mean, it's free for everybody, so like I don't know why you wouldn't use online banking anyways, just because it's so simple and easy to check your balances that way. But that's neither here nor there. So like when people sign up for online banking and register, there's a report that I found that nobody else in my department utilizes and nobody else in the credit union really knows exists. And it tells me, hey, this person, you know, they signed up for online banking. Cool. Now, with that information alone, that doesn't do a whole lot for anybody. But I used to have to work on a trigger report, which is basically credit unions will pay a company to monitor an individual's credit and check for, hey, are they applying for loans somewhere? So like it alerts, businesses can sign up through a company to get alerts on people who are shopping around for loans so that they can reach out and be like, hey, are you interested in XYZ? We can get you this kind of a rate for this, assuming, you know, this. So taking that trigger knowledge and be like, okay, I can reach out to these members based on these loan events. I figured, you know, why not use this registration online banking as a trigger to reach out to people. Like, hey, I see that you have recently enrolled in online banking. You showed up on my report for that. Would you like to sign up for e-statements and get your statements entirely online as well? Oh shoot, my throat. Since I discovered this and started using it, and you know, messing around with it, I've done it for like 2 hours, maybe 3 tops. You know, seriously, like worked on it. An hour and a half of that was really figuring out a system. A half hour of that was using the system, and then an hour of it was using the system today. I already got 10 people to agree, and I've reached out to like 50. So it's 20% effective. And with those each being $3, I essentially added $30 to my check in 3 hours. So what this is to say is Brasscoin is going to be making a lot of money. Because with my particular credit union, most of our new members that are on this report are for loans, right? That's about the information that I can give. We're not their primary institution, so they really don't want mail from us anyways. And since they have to sign in online to make a payment most times, they're already online. It's like, yeah, why do I need my bill? It's going to be the same day, same amount every single month. Yeah, I'll get them online. Don't send me mail. I don't want to just fill up my garbage can with mail. So that's cool. Going to be making a lot of money signing people up for e-statements. And it is the easiest thing ever. I send them a DocuSign form, be like, hey, fill this out, we'll get you e-statements. And if they don't respond to it, who cares? You know, it's like one simple text/email, and if they ignore it, great. If they don't, great. Like, awesome. And while doing that, I was driving home yesterday and I realized that there's an entirely different report that I used to work with quite frequently to, you know, say, hey, these are our new members for this day. Like, these new members signed up yesterday, right? reach out from them, from your branch, and welcome them to the credit union, all that. Um, I realized that I can use that report to figure out who all of the new loans are, and reach out and be like, hey, I see you have a new loan. Our online process is pretty terrible. If you would like, I could help you set up online banking and get payments sorted out for you, because doing it by yourself can be pretty frustrating. So like that is an event that I can look at on a report and be like, hey, I should contact this person. I can probably get $6 added to my paycheck in a matter of 10 minutes. You know? So like that's the type of stuff my boss is kind of looking for. And really his boss is really looking for, is like, how do we have a better member experience, and how do we have cost savings as well? And that like just checks off everything, including my paycheck. I love it. Also, welcome KC. Shark Lord, congrats on the shiny Togepi. And I realize a lot of what I said probably didn't make any sense to anybody but myself, but the TLDR is that Brass Coin's going to be shooting for an extra $10 an hour on his paycheck doing this. Answer a phone call, send a chat. Answer a phone call, send a chat. Answer a phone call, send a chat. And be like, if we're getting like 20 new members a day that I can pull from, at least half of those are going to agree. Any shinies that took a while to get? Yes, recently too. Sandstorm shiny took quite a few. But honestly, the native shiny, fancy shiny, Vivillion form, took like 7 sandwiches to find. It was really, really annoying. Yeah, as far as that paycheck thing goes, I have a goal to add $600 to my paycheck each month, and that's like half of a paycheck. So I'm hoping each month to get a paycheck and a half, basically, or 2 paychecks and a half. And given that I've done $50 in the first 2 days, like, I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty doable. Hey Charles, welcome. That is quite early in the morning, isn't it? Well, I guess it's 7, give or take an hour. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end up redoing the giveaway this week just because all of the bots died. The best part about figuring out this system is one, something that my boss wants to do with my department is we're a call center basically, so we take all the calls coming in, and we're going to have like 17 to 24 people. Right now there's only 9 of us, and we're going to be taking all of the calls for the credit union. Well, he wants to create an outbound sales team that, you know, calls people and inquires about products and sees what they can get going for them. This looks really good for initiative and member experience improvement and helping everybody out and getting practice, you know, cold calling essentially. So And because nobody else in my department currently wants to go for that, I don't have to worry about sharing my secrets. Like, I've told them kind of a vague idea of what I'm doing. I was like, hey, there's a report that I'm going to be pulling, and I'm going to be reaching out to these members to see how it goes. And nobody's interested in it in my department. Like, so I don't have to worry about splitting up the days right now as far as, oh, I get the 11th, you get the 12th, you get the 13th, you get the 14th, so on and so forth. Like, no, nobody wants this, so it's all mine. Like I said, I have a goal to get like $600 a month, but that's just like a measurable goal. My true goal is to see how long it'll take before like upper management, so not my boss, but like my boss's boss, and moreover our marketing team like sees, why is he getting $1,000 a month from these? Like, we're gonna look into that. Like, I want to do so well at this that they look into why I'm doing so well. That is my true goal. It's not really measurable because I don't know at what point that's going to happen, but that's what I'm striving for. Okay, he's gotten like he's gotten $1,000 3 months in a row. Like, what's going on? And then I can be like, oh, let me tell you my secrets. Because Brasscoin's got a baby on the way, and Brasscoin's going to need some time off. So Brasscoin is going to need some pay stashed away to the side. Basically, my wife is going to want me to take 6 weeks off of work to help out and adjust to having 2 kids instead of just 1. Which means for 6 weeks, I won't be making money. So that gets really tight really fast. I basically have to save $3,000 to cover my paychecks, plus like $1,500 to pay into my work to keep my insurance. Yeah, we're hoping it goes well. So far, everything looks great. We actually get to see what the gender is going to be Tuesday, so we're excited for that. We don't know what we're having right now. I think it's another little boy, but my wife is more certain it's a girl, and honestly, it's going to be okay either way. Like, if we have another boy, it's like, cool, we have everything we need for said boy already. If we have a little girl, it's like, awesome, we get another adventure. You know, we get to work with one of each. We get to learn about one of each, so that's going to be cool. So we're really just excited either way. And it should be fun, should be doable. Is Baby Coin going to like it? Not really. Probably not. Are we going to have to figure out another nickname for another kid? Yes, because Baby Coin is Baby Coin. But Baby Coin also isn't going to be the baby anymore. So, like, I think he's just going to have to resume his original name of Copper Coin. And the new baby is going to be Baby Coin. Hey, there's a shiny. What's up? Perfect. Alright. I have one sport ball to cast this in. Haha, that's what's up. Yeah, so the good news with... Well, I don't know if it's good news, but it is news. I think it's probably good-ish. This baby will be done C-section from the get-go. So we already know pretty much the exact date and time that it's going to be born. So that's cool. Well, we will know the exact date and time. We haven't narrowed that down yet, but it's probably going to be... I mean, it's going to be in June. We know that much. But we're trying to find the best day to do it, because with planned C-sections, they like you to do it a week early just so that we don't accidentally go into labor. But a week early is also on my sister's birthday, so we are going to try to play with the days there to have it be different, because we're weird, I guess. Okay, Poke Portal away. Not Battle Stadium. Oh no. How about no? Alright, time to see if my reset worked. Yeah, let's go that. Oh, no, no more postcards today. Drat. At least not from that one. So we'll do my phone. It's been an hour for the stream. We're making pretty good progress. I will send the one from my phone. For those of you who don't know what a cat sounds like, that terrible sound that you just heard was a cat. It's just a really stupid cat. Okay, Portugal is not what we want. There we go. Send. You're not a cat person. Makes sense. Oh, I wonder if Austria would work. Yeah, understandably so. Yeah, it hurts way less. Oh, and that was just in time to run out of a sandwich, huh? Well, I'll be. My firstborn ended up being a C-section. It's because he had his, like, ear. His head was cocked to the side and he wasn't rotating. We ended up doing a C-section early. And it turns out it was a great idea because, like, he wasn't going to come out normal. And so we would have just had hours of labor and risked his health if we played around with that. So, like, ever since then, it's like, you know, why do we want to... Why would we want to do a non-C-section ever? Because, like, There is some benefits to it, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a complete idiot. Natural is usually better, but that having been said, complications arise easily from natural birth. You know, their heads get stuck. They don't have air for a given amount of time. You know, there's just a lot that can happen, but with the C-section, it's just like slice, slice, pull out the baby, and baby goes straight from umbilical cord to oxygen, no problem, no questions asked, and it's done. Like, super safe for pretty much everybody involved. There are some risks, of course, but I don't know, it just seems like a better idea. But that having been said, once you do that, like, you're kind of stuck doing that. Why is this the way that this is? Why are these not matching up? Tell me why. Why is this one here? I feel like this one is High Plains. Why is High Plains? Because Sun isn't exactly Mexico, it's Ecuador. Gosh dang it. Yeah, there's just... Like, my wife was up and walking around within, like, a few hours of the C-section, so, like, it was fine. Yeah, so this map and these guides are kind of skewed. So I'm going to have to look around for some alternatives. I sure hope so. Like, I haven't had my save wiped yet. We're going to save just in case. What's it called? Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. Let's see, we are looking for northwest of Cortando. Where the crap is Cortando? Northwest of Cortando and Alfornada. Okay, so like right here-ish. I don't know if you guys noticed, but at this point I just said screw it. I'm hunting for bugs. There we go. There's a bunch of nimbles. A nimble should be gold. Yep, little yellow guy. I wish Nimble wasn't so tiny though. And I'm pretty much gonna go until the end of this sandwich happens, and then probably from there I'll go to bed, because we put baby Coin to bed at 7. And that's not gonna go over well in the morning, because he's probably gonna wake up at like 6. And that's gonna suck. Yeah, I feel like that's like a huge thing that Nintendo or Game Freak would have needed to fix pretty quickly. It doesn't bode well when your players' entire save files are getting wiped and you refuse to allow them to back it up online because heaven forbid they might copy and clone their Pokemon that way. Almost 3 a.m. for you. It is hitting 1 a.m. for me here shortly. And with me being sick and all that, sleep is good. Also, because I really just barely got my class work done like 20 minutes before it was due this week, I'm going to have to dedicate much more of my time Sunday and Tuesday to getting my classwork done, because with my new work stuff that I'm doing to make sure I have big paycheck bucks, I'm not going to be working on my class in my downtime at work. I'm going to be trying to figure out how I can utilize reports and get our initiatives done. So it's going to be more beneficial for me to spend some of my days off just busting out classwork. Need to have children. Hey, that's great, Kingsguard. 2 years of dating. Love to hear it. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but it's been good. Highly recommend. I took my wife snowboarding and then did the proposal on the side of a mountain. Why do you look funny, little tadpole? But when I took my wife, I already knew she was going to say yes, because we had already had discussions about the idea and all that, and we were both gearing towards that way anyway. So when I asked, it was more of making it official anyways. I don't even think I have the video of my proposal anymore. Like, I think it got erased, along with a really cute video of my wife getting serenaded, more like lip sync serenaded by one of my buddies, but yeah, I think I lost access to the video of our proposal, which is kind of sad. it was very video game related. Um, I was probably 10 when I made a decision that it's like anybody that I'm going to make my wife or, ask to be my wife is going to be okay with a Zelda inspired ring. So, like, I did a standard ring, but that ring has embedded in it the Zora Sapphire, or if you're familiar with Zelda, the Zora's engagement ring, because I always thought that that would be so cool to do. And so did a number of other Zelda fans, evidently, but yeah, so her ring is basically got a Zora Sapphire on the top with a diamond sitting in it, in the middle of it. But, more to that, I was a huge Pokemon fan. Ironically enough, my wife's last name was Ketchum. So naturally, that had to take a part in the shenanigans. So the box that I presented the ring in, I had made a custom box out of a plastic Master Ball. So it'd be a sure catch, they couldn't get away, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so like we're on the side of a mountain snowboarding, and I whip out a Master Ball and be like, hey, check this out. I choose you. Will you marry me? And evidently it worked out. It was a good idea. Like, and the reason why I knew it would be okay to do that level of referencing with my wife is not because she was a huge fan of each of those series. Like, yeah, she was aware of Pokemon and her last name and connection, and knew that I liked Pokemon and all that, and was a fan of Zelda. Like, it's all something that was planned out. It wasn't just out of the blue. Like, it was warned. At the very least, my wife was good enough to make me break one of my self-rules that I had. One of my rules going into dating and for serious relationships and all that was, if we broke up at any point during the relationship, there was no getting back together. Like, if we break up, done is done. Like, I was a firm believer in that, just because I don't believe in divorce unless there's some serious issues going on there, and neither did she. And I was like, hey, I mean, dating is essentially, a trial run of marriage, see if you guys are compatible. If it was bad enough to, say we're done dating and part ways, the likelihood of something like that occurring in the actual marriage itself dramatically goes up. Just because you put a ring on it and make it legal doesn't mean that the problems go away. If it's bad enough to break up over once, it will happen again. But she found a loophole. to my rule, at least, she found a loophole. Technically speaking, when we stopped dating for a while, we never actually broke up. Just because that conversation never like really happened, like it was pretty crazy. Like I thought I was pretty clear. Evidently I wasn't. There was an ultimatum made, and yeah, it was this is my decision of what I'm willing to do and accept. If you're not willing to change that, then it's not going to work out long term. And I basically said, yeah, I'm not changing that, bye. But like, we didn't break up over it. Like, we just stopped talking. Like, there was no, yeah, we're done dating. It was just, we didn't talk for 3 months. Hey, David Smith, welcome. Ah, Kevin, yes, I did see that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Definitely can be hard to find somebody who does custom rings. I don't know if you have a Jensen's Jewelers in your area, but that's who did mine, and they did a really good job. I actually designed my entire ring, and my wife loves that idea because nobody else has a ring exactly like hers, because I basically made it. Oh yeah, I mean, last stream it was all about anime, so you know, we cover a wide variety of topics. Just get me on a rant or a ramble about something, and I'll go on forever about everything, I guess. Shoot, I think a while back we were talking about life advice. Being single had its benefits, but I definitely would not want to go back to it. Because being not single has a few more benefits. And one of those, I wasn't really thinking about the obvious one, but, you know, it's funny because, like, as a single person you think of the obvious benefit, but as a married person, like, I'm thinking of the balance of the household. Like, I couldn't imagine trying to run this house by myself anymore. I used to do it all the time. Like, my house was pretty pristine when I was dating my wife, basically at all times. When I lived by myself, and now I couldn't imagine trying to keep the whole house clean myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I can barely keep the dishes done. Plus trying to cook food too. Like, we have a split, so I do dishes and she does cooking, so there's some semblance of balance. Like, I make sure the clothes get washed, she makes sure they get folded, so I guess I have the easy one there. But yeah, I mean, it's all balance. Yeah, David, so all those behind me are the switches for the bots I run on the channel. That's basically that. I had to raise that switch shelf up, that's why it's emptier than normal. Used to have a bunch of games and Pokemon plushies there. There's a shelf like up here that you can't see that has 3 more on it, so there's 15 total there. But my kid kept getting in disconnecting the bottom row of switches, you know, those ones right there. So I raised it up another level so that that would stop happening. Hey, Devasio, like that's okay. Everybody has their problems, and it ain't easy out there. As long as we do the best we can, I think we're all right. I'm drawing a blank as to, I guess there's Volcarona I'll still have to hunt. But I think, I feel like I'm just about done with the bugs in this game. Oh yeah, Kevin, that makes sense. Yeah, that's some double whammies on you. My grandma had a stroke a while back, and she basically lost the function of her left side of her body. Strokes are crazy with what they do to your brain. Hey, oh, that young goose. That young goose, I thought that was a shiny nimble because it was gold. That was so not cool, man. I don't know if that showed up for you guys, but Vlad's Storm Power, my auto mod blocked that for obvious reasons. But it was funny. And for monetization reasons, I will not be reading aloud what that comment said, but it got a small chuckle out of me. The only creature that comes to mind is Snorlax of Vlad Storm Power. You got Darkrai on your Pokemon Platinum? That's legit. Got a shiny Giratina on mine. Managed to get a full freaking odd shiny Giratina. It was epic. I think technically I have an event Darkrai on mine. Did I cheese the event? Absolutely I did. Do I regret that? No, I do not. Because I put my save into PK Hex and I gave myself the event flag and the mystery gift item and caught myself a legit Darkrai. Yeah. Did you do a save extraction, Vlad, or did you do the shoot, what's it called? The Wi-Fi method? I still have yet to shiny hunt Arceus. I really need to do that. I actually have to finish my Giratina shiny hunt. I got so many shiny hunts I want to do, but like, I got distracted with this Vivillion nonsense. Thanks, Shark Lord. But soon as I'm done with Vivillion, I'm probably gonna get up the gumption to do Jirachi. Like, Jirachi is the one Pokemon that I have to get. Like, I have a shiny Mew on Pokemon Go that's gonna be easy enough to get. So, like, realistically, I'm not worried about Mew. But Deoxys, I'm gonna have to get. And I'm Jirachi, like, I must. Jirachi is from Gen 3, like, I have a special affinity, I guess. I do not know what that means, Vlad, but glad that the Wi-Fi method worked for you. That's super awesome. I did the Wi-Fi method for Generation 5. But since I have modded equipment, it's so much easier for me just to extract a save file and add the flags directly. Palworld's pretty great. Oh, you got 18 shiny Arceus? That's awesome. I like Palworld. I think Palworld's great. Do I think that their Dire Howl is going to get them a lawsuit from Pokemon? Absolutely, I do. I think there's a pretty good chance that their Lavander also is going to get them copyrighted from Nintendo. But, like, really? I'm not as butthurt as a lot of people on the internet are about the situation. I'm taking more of a stance of, hey, listen, if Nintendo ain't mad about it, like, why should I be mad about it, you know? Like, was it lazy of them to do what they did? Absolutely. Putting existing designs into a blender and spitting out different Pokemon, yeah, that's not very original and all that. But at the same time, they do still look slightly different. So it's not like they took Sonic and colored him yellow and called it, you know, not Sonic. It is. There are key differences to most of them. Like, people got really upset about the Lucario ripoff. And it was like, yeah, how freaking original can you be with an Egyptian dog-looking thing like Anubis? Like, the way I see it is this game had a 3-year development cycle, is amazing, and it's got a good chance to be some competition for Nintendo to pull their head out of their butt. That having been said, yeah, they did cut corners to make that happen. I think that using AI to combine designs into something new was definitely a corner cut, but at the same time, I don't think it was wrong to do so, because most of those Pokemon, like, yeah, if I look at it hard enough, I can be like, oh, hey, that has, you know, Empoleon's head crown, which is a trident that they stole from Aquaman, that they stole from, you know, Poseidon, that they stole from freaking Neptune, that, you know, I mean, it just goes back and back and back and back. Somebody stole it from somebody, stole it from somebody. Pretty much nothing is original. Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of heat for that. Cool, whatever. Like, if Nintendo copyrights certain designs that is like, yeah, that looks like that, great. Like, more power to them. Seems legit. But I'm not upset on behalf of Nintendo that this design vaguely looks like a Nintendo design. Like, there's a few Pokemon that look like, oh hey, that one looks like a Staraptor and Corviknight crossover. Cool. Badass. It's a Corviknight and Staraptor crossover. Is it Corviknight? No. Is it Staraptor? No. Get over it. You know? It's actually not that close, Shark Lord. It looks like a Primarina combined with an Inteleon. But yeah, you're right though. There is a bunch of the designs that pretty much have an element like Primarina's hair that looks almost exactly identical. There's a few designs like that. Lovander looks almost exactly like Salazzle with a heart on its chest. There is a giant alpaca that looks like a Snorlax crossed with an Arcanine crossed with Empoleon. So it looks like an alpaca, but it's colored like Arcanine in the same areas, and the head has Empoleon's trident on top of it. Dire Howl looks almost exactly like Lycanroc. Like, Lovander, I kind of forgave for a second, you know, aside from its Dex entry, which is really, really creepy. But when I saw Dire Howl, I'm like, no, that's just too far. That one is probably going to get them a lawsuit because it looks like a black and brown Lycanroc, and that's just not cool. Yeah, there is a Decidueye knockoff. That one I forgave. You know, if you look at it and you look at Decidueye, like, you're gonna see like, okay, you know, that's like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's like, oh yeah, no, we'll do a Nintendo example. That's like Young Link and Toon Link, right? Decidueye is Young Link. This Decidueye knockoff is Toon Link. You know, it looks the same, but it looks like it's drawn in a different art style. Like, the color schemes are the same, but it's slightly different. There's a monkey that has Luxray's head. Cobalion and female Cobalion. That one I actually had a discussion with about in my Discord server. I don't see the Cobalion as a ripoff. Like, yeah, people say it looks like it could be a female Cobalion, but that's in and of itself admitting that there's some form changes. Cobalion is pretty beefy. This knockoff is like really sleek. How original can you really be with the freaking deer? You know, like, Cobalion is a deer of some kind. This new Palmon is a freaking deer. Yeah, is the color scheme vaguely the same? Yeah, but like, it doesn't. I don't see that immediately like, oh yeah, that's a Cobalion ripoff. Like, I just didn't. So. If you are looking at the Palmon in a manner of what Pokemon does this look like, then yes, that's what you're going to find. Let's see if I can get pictures of them. Because I think it, you know, it could be worth. Let's see. Because my sandwich is over anyways. Let's see. Exit out of that. We will go to gameplay. Hey, sweet, that is. Alright, so... we have Wooloo, right? We got Wooloo. We got Jigglychew. Does this one look original? Yeah, it does to me. Does it also look like a Jigglypuff mixed with a Chespin and a Pikachu? Yes, it does. Chickpea looks like a Cuckoo from Zelda. Love it. This, we got a Leafeon Pachirisu. Yeah, with a Nickit tail. Is that tail like exactly identical to Nickit's? Yes. Is it just a tail? Also yes. Cool. We got a Flareon knockoff. I mean, if we really want to call it that. But this is just a freaking fox. It looks more like Baby Kurama from Naruto. We got a platypus-looking duck thing. Basically, Nintendo's jab at Quaxley, I would imagine. Sparkit. Got Raichu's tail. Other than that, seems legit. We got Pansage. That one looks relatively original, aside from, it looks like it's got Flareon's Fire Tuff on top of its head. We have Piplup. We have Pirate Piplup. We have Electric Shaman. We have Eco-Friendly Grimer. We got Big-Faced Eevee. We got Giant Rookidee. We got Water Fanfy. We got Emo Esper. We got Floofy Eevee. This one seemed pretty original. Same with this. I mean, looks like Timon, Pumbaa. We got a Ghost Eevee, which is definitely an improved Eevee. We got Rabbit Drillbur. Ghostly Tentacruel. This one seems pretty original for the most part. We got Manta Mantine. Lycanroc. This one seemed relatively original. Like, people are saying it looks like Xatu mixed with something else with Toucannon, but yeah, I mean, cool. This one seems pretty original. People were giving this one crap. Like, oh, it's just Snorlax. It's a big fat cow. Like, what do you want from it? We got Bellossom Serena. This one seems relatively original. This one seems relatively original. We got Grass Beware. We got Alchemy Furfrou. We got basically a weird Go-Goat. That one's pretty original. We don't have a Pokemon that's an alpaca that I'm aware of. We got Xerneas. This one we got Staraptor. That one's relatively original. We got Houndoom Lucario / Zoroark. We got Ribombee. We got Terrakion. Magikarp. I actually don't know. It looks more like Spheal than anything. That one's pretty cool. Love this one. Yeah, Cow Appleton. We got Scrafty. We got Waifu Zoroark. We got Braviary. That one was Decidueye. We got Luxray Monkey. We got Evolved Ribombee, or Cutiefly and Ribombee. Even bigger Ribombee. People were saying this has Meowth's face, which, like, whatever. This looks more like My Neighbor Totoro style. So, cool there. That one seems pretty original. That one seems original. Oh, look, we got Electrike. Well, whatever its evolution is that starts with an M. Manectric. This one seems relatively okay. Same with this one, just floofy deer. Oh look, we got Boltund. That one seems pretty original. We got the 5th member of the Genie Trio. We got Frostlass Mewtwo / Cinderace or Lopunny. We got Meganium. We got Big Dreepy. We got Dredagon. That one's original-ish. We got Heart Salazzle. We got Charcadet. We got Yveltal. We got Mawile on steroids. Oh look, we got another Staraptor. Got Fire Staraptor. We got Miss Magius mixed with Eevee. We got Braxton. We got Fire Cinderace. We got Miss Magius. Pheromosa. That was pretty original. Suffered, Dragonite. We got Seal. We got Primarina and Teleon. We got whatever the heck that thing is. That looks pretty original. That looks pretty original. That's just derpy. We got Mega Ampharos Meganium. We got another Heatran. We got Arcanine. We got Grass Mamoswine. Got whatever that thing is. Female Cobalion. We got Ice Dragonite. We got Corviknight Braviary. Lucario. And another Yveltal. We got Electric Neighbor Tordero. Corviknight. Arceus Corviknight. Reshiram Corviknight. We got Salaladios. Yeah, I mean, if we go through those and pick them apart, yeah. Absolutely everything could be likened to a Pokemon. But almost nothing really screams like this is a blatant ripoff. Like, yeah, are these things like the things that surround Arceus in its primal form, whatever? Yeah, a little bit. Is this color scheme the same as Corviknight? Absolutely. Are they the same? Definitely not. Is this like a Glacier Reshiram? Yeah, it probably is, with Suicune's little hair thing. Whatever. They took elements from an idea and combined them to make a new idea. That is originality. Like, that is creating. Is it lazy creating? Yes, it is, but it's still creating. But yeah, this is Salamance's color scheme and shape with Latios's body. Like, anyways, I digress. I am not gonna sit here and be like, these guys are going down, they're getting sued, they're copying Pokemon, like, this is Lucario. Like, I'm doing it in fun and as a joke, because yes, a bipedal dog fox that is supposed to look like Anubis is going to look like a bipedal dog fox that's made to look like Anubis. Like, what do you want from it? Right. But yeah, for the most part, these designs, like, I don't immediately see this and be like, oh, that's a Cobalion ripoff. Maybe it's because I don't like Cobalion. But the blue's lighter. It looks sleeker in the leg department and fluffier in the head department. Like, it looks like a better Cobalion in my opinion. This one, yeah, I did the, like, okay, that is a fat, floofy alpaca Arcanine. Like, but, like, that's just my brain going, I know what an Arcanine looks like. This kind of looks like that. But nowhere in this am I just like, oh my gosh, they stole Arcanine's design. You know? But, like, obviously you can compare the two. And, like, yeah, is a dinosaur that's a flower going to look like another dinosaur that's a flower? Probably. They did this one originally, I guess. Like, what even is that? It is really derpy, and I love it. So, anyways, my throat hurts. My voice is dead. So I am going to end the stream here. Hopefully get some sleep, get some rest, and hopefully be back tomorrow for another stream to finish some Vivillion stuff if my iPad and my phone work out for me. But thanks.